From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your routine Monday morning weekly briefing for Central North Carolina. This briefing covers the period today through Sunday through the 11th of April. And let's take a quick look at the current conditions. And we could see lots of clear skies. So real pleasant. Temperatures climbing through the 60s on the way to the low to mid 70s today. We already have some 70 readings down by the South Carolina border and at Winston-Salem at 70. So I think we're going to easily top out in the mid 70s. A few places seeing upper 70s. So should be a real just spectacular day. Look at that. Very few clouds across much of the eastern U.S. Okay. So let's close this out and go through our slides here. This won't take too long because it's pretty quiet weather, at least through the first half of the week. Dry weather through Wednesday with a gradual warming trend. So yeah, we'll be up into the low 80s by tomorrow for sure. And then we do, you see in the midweek period, you see that big L and that big blob of green in the middle of the country. Eventually that's going to make its way east. Probably Thursday, but more likely Friday as that cold front you see there for the midweek period moves through our region. So when that system moves through, again, just some showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two. Right now, we're not expecting, or we're not highlighted as well for any severe weather risk. But, it's April. So this is the peak of our severe weather season. So we will keep an eye on that. And if things change, we will definitely let you know. Okay. And then there's it's somewhat of a complex low pressure system that will subsequently move through our area over the weekend. So it will remain unsettled this weekend. And what I mean by unsettled is maybe a couple passing showers here or there, maybe a period of light rain, but really nothing too, not a wash. I wouldn't describe it as a washout, but I would say if you have plans for this upcoming weekend, make sure you have your umbrella handy. Okay, so anyway, that's what we mean by unsettled. Probably not a washout, but wet at times. Okay. So as we look to the actual rainfall amounts, dry through Wednesday, as I mentioned, up to an inch of rain is possible with that system Thursday through Friday. A lot of that's going to fall on Friday. And then another half inch or so of rain this weekend. By the time you add it all up, by the time we get to this point next week, we'll probably have seen anywhere from 3/4 to 1.5 inches of rain. In terms of the excessive rainfall outlook from WPC, which highlights the risk for flash flooding, no flash flood concerns for central North Carolina the next 3 days. In terms of SPC's severe weather outlook, no thunderstorm activity today, Tuesday, or Wednesday. And then the predictability is too low for any outlooks or highlights for Thursday through Monday. Okay, so we'll keep, what I mean by no severe thunderstorm concerns at the moment, what I mean by at the moment is that if things change, for the Thursday and Friday system, or over the weekend for that matter, then obviously we'll bring you updates as we head through the week. But right now, there's nothing that's like jumping off the page saying we're going to have, severe weather later this week and weekend. Okay. As we look further down the road, the 8 to 14-day outlook, courtesy of the Climate Prediction Center, we're not really highlighted for above or below temps or above or below precip. So, no real signals either way for either of those elements. All right, so a quick and easy one today. As you can see, the details there at the bottom, mid 70s for highs today, probably hitting 80 tomorrow. And then low to mid 80s for Wednesday under sunny skies all 3 of the days. And fortunately, it looks like we're past the freezing conditions overnight. So that's good news, especially if you're, if you already planted your garden or have sensitive outdoor vegetation. And then you could see turns a little bit unsettled towards the end of the week. Probably some thunderstorms likely on Friday. A little bit better chance for rain on Friday than Thursday, but nevertheless, somewhat unsettled. And then remaining unsettled this weekend as that low pressure passes across the region. Okay. At this time, as I mentioned, we don't expect any widespread severe thunderstorm concerns with the weather system later this week. However, things could change because it's April. That's the peak of the severe weather season. So if they do, if the weather turns that way, we'll certainly bring you updates as needed as we head through the week. Okay, but right now, not too bad. So enjoy the next today and next 2 days thereafter. They're just going to be outstanding, spectacular weather here for the next 48 to 72 hours. Okay. So with that, I wish everybody a great week, and thanks for joining me for the weekly briefing.